The Roundtable.
Gentlemen, let's broaden our minds.
Lay on, gentlemen, and let them know what's what. Fire at will.
It's time for action, gentlemen.
Gentlemen of the Roundtable.
What's the topic of discussion?
Civility, gentlemen. Always civility.
I think it's Jackie's turn.
Yeah, Jackie's. Ben prayed during the live show.
During the live show, all right.
Oh, and that wasn't released because it wasn't
so
up to
good.
par?
It was so good.
Oh, it was too good to be released.
Yeah, we don't want to spoil it.
You don't want to make all the other episodes look really bad.
Guys, wait a second. I thought Roundtable was fucking over.
Is it?
Okay, cool. It's over, though.
I mean, technically...
Jackie, you're praying.
Dear God, I just want to say thank you for ending Roundtable. I'm pretty fucking done with it.
God isn't
everybody
real.
else is. God isn't real. You know what? I'm going to say also vaginas are not real. Because we're at this beautiful Lady Parts Justice clown carnival right now. And, you know, it's like, what is a vagina? Is it a hole or is it an entrance into heaven? So I'm going to stop calling vaginas, and I want to start calling them
Spigots.
Portals and spigots.
You just said vaginas weren't real.
Yeah, no. It's more of like an ethereal hole.
What's between your legs, Jackie?
Interesting. I've never gotten that question before. I'm going to say it's probably something you can put a hand or a foot in, but never a face.
Really?
Yeah.
Can we stop?
That's great. All right.
No, I'm not talking about licking. I'm talking about head. I'm talking about a whole
You can't
head.
put a head in there.
Yeah, you can't put a whole head in there.
What's
Like
your
a full
favorite,
body
like,
inside.
oral technique done on
Let's
it?
just, you know.
Well, I mean, it's like if you're thinking about like with a brother in the room, you know, I'm gonna say more like a Oreo, like a.
Oh, so like they split it open, they get the cream
They
out.
split it. Yeah, it's like a That's
what
how
I-
clam digging comes
And then
from.
Henry, that's a good tip for you when you're with
See,
your
as a-
lady.
yeah,
and
as a
I'm-
Do what your
sister-
sister likes.
You use your teeth
What I like
or
to
a
do
chisel.
is, right before I start going down on a woman, is I like to lift her legs way up towards the fucking bedpost. I'm gonna be like, my sister fucking loves this shit. And then but what I normally do is I stab around a vagina with my tongue like it's a knife.
Yeah, that's cool.
And Chris on the chat says, "Am I the only one who kind of wants to see Henry and Jackie like get that shit
That's
on?"
fucking disgusting.
All right.
That's a rough one,
Chris.
That's a rough
No,
one.
that's fine, Chris. I have no problem with you with what you want.
I've
I
said it
recently
before.
just reread some old Penthouse forums. I used to masturbate to those as a young boy, and so Chris, feel
I never
free.
understand that. Who
I had gay
jerk off
older
to
brothers.
words?
I had gay older brothers, so
To
you don't.
words?
They
That's
don't look
not a
at pictures.
reason
That's
to
not
not
right.
want
No.
to look at boobs.
Yeah, it is because I stole my brother's porn.
And
That's
he
what
had
younger
penthouse
bro-
letters?
Yeah, because they're gay, so they fantasize about being the man. Or about being the chick, I guess.
Amen.
Anyway, moving on. So, Chris, just write some fan fiction about Jackie and Henry having sex. It'll be great.
Cool.
I'd rather have sex with my father.
Is this your prayer?
Yeah, she already said amen.
Oh, you said amen?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm Ed Larson.
Very good. Thanks for being here, Ed.
Thank you for having
Holden
me.
Editors,
All right.
No. We're letting him end.
He's not done.
Oh, he's not done?
Let him finish. If you don't let him finish, he'll never be done.
Oh, I see.
It's like a police dog fucking your leg.
Can I just say for the record on that Holden doesn't look good.
That's a fact. All right.
always snowing in Russia.
You look like a cracked egg.
Yeah, maybe I fucking got a yolk in my ass. And I drink a fucking beer.
He has been drinking for several days.
Yeah.
Yep, that's great. Yep. Doesn't look like it, though. You're looking great and healthy. Holden McNeely.
Follow me on Twitter.
All right. So, sitting in for Kevin Barnett, who is a bit busy
You don't
this
have a
Sunday.
Twitter account.
No, he does not. So just try to follow him, and you'll never find it. Henry Zebrowski is here. Thanks for being here all the way from Canada, Henry.
Hey Ben, thank you so much for having me. Every time I come to the round table, it's always a really nice time, and I have a really great time. It's good being with my friends, and also, Barack Obama has AIDS. And he made it for
Is that
himself.
why you're
Does
wearing
he?
such an American outfit right
Is
now?
that why he's so thin?
What? He's so thin and gray because he's slowly getting that Philadelphia fever.
All right, very good.
Which is what happens when you have AIDS in Philadelphia. The guy fucking doctor comes out, rings a bell, and he's just like, "You got that Philadelphia fever."
Yeah, but you get to fuck Antonio Banderas.
And the only cure for that fever is your eventual death.
Isn't that exciting? Philadelphia Fever also sounds like a fun name for their MLS team. The Philadelphia Fever.
Molest.
Hopefully all the players don't have AIDS.
Oh, yeah, the molest game.
But guess what? You can molest someone and not give them AIDS because there's no fucking P in fucking A.
No, it depends on if you got all your Jim Jam on your fingers and you put it up into their hole.
Is that true? Can you squirt your squirt onto your
I
fucking
think it
palm?
depends on how much you've popped a lesion onto your hands as you're getting into
I
somebody.
bet if you cum in your hands and you rub it in someone else's eyes and you have AIDS, they'll get AIDS.
That's
You
very
think so?
possible,
I
Ed.
think so.
Good for you.
Oh my God, Chesley Calloway is here as well. Chesley, you look amazing. You're strong. How are you?
Hey, feeling $1 million.
Welcome
Feeling
back to
great.
New York, buddy.
Thanks, man. I'm excited to be here. You guys are the best.
You ran away to Arizona and you're here for the
Well,
week.
welcome, Chesley.
Thanks for having me.
How's Arizona going?
It's great, man. I'm having an awesome time there. It's great.
It's a dry heat.
Dry heat. Put your head in the oven, goddammit. It's fucking awesome. While
Oh,
you
so
guys
take your head right out of the oven there. It's already hot, though, huh?
Yeah, getting out there. Right in the sun will fucking your skin starts sizzling, but everywhere else is not too bad.
Put
You
your head
meet
in the
any weird
freezer.
cactus people?
Just a few. Just eat the peyote. You eat the button right off the. Yeah, you meet cactus people.
Arizona
Yes.
is the only state where Native Americans count.
Isn't that something?
So-
Like one,
And all the-
2,
yeah.
3, all the other states they haven't educated them?
No,
on that?
no. In the other states, they spell.
Yeah,
Oh,
they go
very
A,
interesting.
B, C, D, but they mean 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
No,
The problem with that,
you're
yeah.
not doing it right. Marcus.
1, 2, 3, 4. And we're not mocking the Native American people, of course. We're discussing about the injustice in the education system.
Native
that they were forced
Americans need to
subject
stand up for themselves. If they want to be fucking heard and understood,
They should get a podcast.
come on and make yourself a goddamn podcast. Why don't you march on fucking Washington next
No.
week? And I dare you to. I dare you to.
All right. Native Americans are amazing people, and
No,
I
we
think
just
they
need to
should
leave
march
a
as well.
whole trail of tears and whiskey bottles all the way to right here, and they'll follow it, and they'll come here and do a podcast.
But that's
Very
how they know
racist.
where their tent is in the
Oh,
circle.
So this has been such a
Teepee.
fun.
It's a teepee.
This is a very, very fun little what's it like at a Zebrowski Christmas? And thank you guys so much for sharing your dialogue and your narrative and what you think about the Native
I don't
Americans.
know. We don't have the background of her mother crying, so I think that's really missing.
Yeah, and my father going like, you should have been gay. I wish you were gay so I had a reason to be mad, but now I'm just mad for no reason.
Oh, isn't that sad? Well, I'm happy you're having a great time in Arizona, Chesley, and you look suntanned and gorgeous. Speaking of gorgeous, Julie is here, and I'm so sorry, Julie. I just realized I don't know your last name.
Oh, Rosing.
That's
Julie
that's
Rosing.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for being here.
Hi. Hey.
No problem.
She has sex with me.
All right, I wasn't going to say it. I wasn't going to say it, Julie, but Eddie brought it up. Julie and Eddie.
the Philadelphia Fever.
I wasn't going to say anything about that, but Eddie brought
Yeah, but you had
that up.
such a pregnant pause. You couldn't say like a beautiful woman. She's a comedian. She's
got a whole
delight to
life
be around.
besides
I
being
do
somehow
other
deluded
things,
enough to
and
sleep
everything
with
like
Ed.
that.
I tricked her.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. So Julie and Ed are having sex with each other. Julie,
Yeah.
you know that you're very attractive. Why Ed?
What do you mean? He's great.
Okay.
Oh, see that?
That's very nice.
I want the audience to know that Ed does have a Dillinger in his hand. Underneath the table.
I am afraid for my life right now.
Dangerous. Girlfriend by gunpoint.
And we
The
got
Julie Rosen story.
we got the live tweet going with Lupe. Drink that tequila.
Racist. That's racist.
We got it. There's one in the room.
And the only thing that's a cure for Lupe Rodriguez is Give me a handout because I had sex without a condom.
Well,
Covered by sores.
did Ronald Reagan start sponsoring this podcast? What happened?
I lost the lottery of life and now I want free shit.
That's great. I can can hear the sounds of your career exploding. That is wonderful.
Henry's literally doing everything he can to ruin his career at NBC, and they don't give a fuck.
They don't give a shit.
They're
like, go for it.
They love it.
Heroes, Thursdays at 8 p.m. on NBC.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's September.
In September.
September, catch Henry on Heroes.
Extra
white sauce.
Fake reality show.
Yeah, mostly what it is, it's a...
White sauce.
Yeah, white sauce. You look at him.
I'm a professional virgin.
That's great.
On the show Heroes, I play a professional virgin that makes white sauce out of my own fucking ass.
That's great. A little slushy machine there.
Come.
Yeah, because that's too easy.
That's too easy.
Yeah.
Right, little.
Why would it be ass? Then you have to like dye it white.
Is it weird that Arthur Ashe died of Philadelphia fever and still no one gives a fuck who he is?
Oh, well, Arthur Ashe, very successful. There's an award that people give to heroes.
Who
the
is
Courage
he?
Award.
Heroes.
He was a tennis player.
He was a
Yeah,
tennis
he's a
player.
tennis player. Black tennis player.
Is that
People
what
don't
he's
see what he's doing, but he's pretending to hit a fake tennis
Very
ball.
And
offensive.
Arnold Palmer was a fucking drunk.
Hell yeah,
That's
Arnold
fine.
Palmer's fucking nickname for jerk.
The Shark. What? His nickname's the Shark.
Right. His
No,
nickname
his
isn't.
Oh, that's
but
Greg
you're-
Norman. Greg Norman's the Shark.
No, the
Jack
Golden
Nicklaus
Bear.
is the bear.
Arnold Palmer's the king.
Oh.
This
And
just
still
sounds
alive.
Yeah.
I'd rather be called the Shark.
Yeah.
The
And
king
I'm
just sounds
surprised
like...
he didn't-
It sounds like nicknames you give people entering a sex dungeon.
Yes.
You're the king, you're the shark, you're the bear.
The Golden Bear is what Jack
Oh,
Nicklaus
my
is
goodness.
called.
Well, he loves the
If
earl.
I were playing golf, my nickname would be the Scoundrel.
Yeah.
Yeah, is
I
that
want
right?
mine to be the ravioli.
That's just a dinner.
You guys
That
ever
is just
see that
food.
time Arnold Palmer accidentally hit the ball into the crowd and it hit a child right in the fucking face?
I like it.
It was great. It was just...
But he survived, which means the swing was not that strong.
That's right. Very good.
Baby
point.
should die if it gets hit in the head by a golf ball by a
It
professional.
wasn't a
right?
baby. It was a child.
1 in 4
You cried
female
like a
babies
baby.
need to be thrown in the trash.
Yeah.
1 in 4.
That's just a straight up it's a statistic. I got it. Statistic. Hey,
Imagine the orgies. The AIDS orgies
Free
that they
flowing.
have.
It's like the
they all get
herpes,
together.
the herpes dating group.
Julie,
Yeah,
Julie-
they just
They
pile
get
up,
together
man.
and they just
Like
fuck the shit out of
matchsticks.
each other in big groups.
See, if I was going to an AIDS orgy, I would dress up as the Grim Reaper and give everybody a fun laugh.
it's kind of humorous now. Most people survive AIDS. It's
I
no
actually
longer
heard that
in our
Henry
country.
is being invited to the biggest disabled orgy in Toronto.
Yep.
Is
Yep,
it
yep.
Disabled?
Yeah, it's called No Hands, No Waiting.
I thought it was called Dadistics.
Yeah.
The distich sucks. Your legs don't move.
Wait, Henry, what's your disability?
My disability is my cock's too big.
Well, that's not a disability.
got her ass.
That's an advantage. It's like a good thing, really.
What I want to do is grab the lady with the skinniest, weakest legs and wiggle them around till just the shaking of her legs gives her a fucking orgasm.
That's not bad. Gotta make a look at the Golden Gate Bridge during a Golden
Philadelphia
Gate.
fever actually makes you quite cold.
Right. That is true. Yeah.
Marcus, can we go to the nouse?
No, we're not. That's not how you do it. That's an inappropriate
Now,
way to do it.
I can do it. I can just do
You
it.
can do it.
I can do it.
You want to go to the news, Marcus?
Let's go to the news.
All
The
right.
nouse.
The nows?
It also that
What's now
now
in the news?
But if it's the thens, is that old stuff? Is that what history is called?
Oh my God, no!
I want nows.
Luke
Nows
My name is
37.
Professor Richard Memmerton, and I'm a professor in the thens.
What are you a professor of?
In the thens, the things that aren't now's what used to be's.
What used to happen?
The past.
college. I'm a talking book.
You're a talking.
I hate college.
What are you filled with, talking
Teddy
book?
Dunskin.
Filled with little boy cum.
A child has
Really?
been coming
Child comes.
So you.
He sneaks in here in the library at the college.
And now for a news story from Marcus Parks.
Authorities estimate that up to 1,100 piglets may have died when a semi-trailer carrying 2,200 piglets overturned on an Ohio highway.
Don't put all your piglets in one truck.
Yeah.
I've said this a million times.
Yep,
Keep
that's
saying
true.
that. It's weird.
Very accurate.
Agencies and volunteers worked to corral the animals after the crash on Monday night near Dayton. Crews picked up squealing piglets by their hind legs. Some may have escaped into wooden areas, and Deputy Chief Greg Beagle of the township's fire department says authorities rounded up those they could find before ending the search. 1,100 were taken to the local fairgrounds to await transportation.
Set on fire.
Pigs were killed by being crushed, suffocated, or simply thrown from the truck.
I love, so there's a bunch of pigs on the lam. There's a bunch of pigs on the run, which is a great movie.
Pigs on the run. It's funny. I would have those pigs lined up and shot.
Well, you can't do that, Henry. That's the most offensive thing you've ever said
Hand
about
me
your
your
people.
paper, Mr. Pig. Oh, try to run away.
Don't have papers.
Hand me your papers.
You're a pig Nazi?
That's why they were in the truck to begin with.
This is the finest
The
solution.
train is full.
Where are you headed to? Oinkschwitz?
Yeah, I like it.
Put a oink in front of
I
something.
like it.
I'm going to start calling my belly Oinkschwitz.
I agree with that.
It goes in, it never comes out. Henry has to come out at some point.
No, there's a poo-poo there. And then, it's a smelly sort of freedom.
Yeah.
A smelly
Take
sort
and
of freedom.
choose from it.
If I saw a little piggy walking next to the road, you know what I'd do?
What would you do?
I would put a pink shirt on and little piggy ears, and I'd be like, "Oh, Mr. Piggy, are you lost? I'm your mom." And he'd be like, "Look, mommy, look, mommy." And then I'd get in my car and I'd drive around. I was like, "Oh, you ready for some milk from your mommy?" He's
You're
like,
a pignapper.
yeah, give me the milk, mommy, give me the milk. And then I'd fucking slit its throat while it was asleep.
Drain it properly.
Yeah.
Do it when it's awake.
Yeah, they won't know.
No. Wait for it to be asleep. I want it to be dreaming and kicking.
I think this story should trump that story about the 2 escaped inmates upstate New York, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, I love
So
that
many
these pigs
pigs.
are all gone. They need to get a pig squad, a pig police force. I mean, they're hunting their own. It'll be
Pig
perfect.
police.
Oh, pig police will be great.
Pig police.
I'm rooting for. You know what? I mean, I know that these 2 people upstate, these inmates, they're murderers. So you root for them based upon the idea of their, them being bigger than the law and escaping and doing something fantastic. But I'm really in love with these pigs.
But I don't want to find a murderer. I want to find a piglet and make its skin a bunch of cracklings and make its fucking head a little succulent piglet's fucking. Ooh, have you ever had a roasted pig's head?
Oh, man, we looked at one today, actually. I was at the barbecue, the 13th annual New York City barbecue.
Ooh, you went to that?
Madison
Square Park.
Big Apple barbecue. Yeah, that's great.
We fucking ate some pigs. I ate some lamb.
How much did Eddie eat, Julie?
Oh, we both ate the same amount. It was great. It was real good.
Good for you, girl.
Very nice.
My barbecue.
Piggy.
We're looking for dirt, Julie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't stop defending
He's
it.
actually,
You were on the show, you need to say, "Oh, he ate enough meat to fill up a house."
Yeah. It's something like that.
That's how we make fun of Ed on the show.
Lie.
Because now I can't say how much he ate because you said that you guys ate the same amount. So now Eddie ate
I
a
don't want to
reasonable
ruin
amount
it
of
for
food.
you guys. I wanted us to go back and get more, and he was like, "I'm kind of full. Can we go?"
What a pussy!
Pussy!
Wow, I think that's more damning than saying he's fat.
She's so tall. She said it takes so much to feed her.
I'm so full, honey. You should have broken up with him right there.
My tummy hurts. I could get more if you want more.
His skin is crackling.
Oh, that's
I was thinking maybe we could go apple picking instead of going to the barbecue.
He did get apple juice.
You're a dickhead.
All right,
He
guys.
did.
What's wrong with you,
I
Ed?
ate a whole pig.
Did you eat a whole pig? You fat fucking shithead. You're a dickhead. Now you're a shithead because you ate all the pig.
I fucked its eyeballs out.
Good, Eddie. Yeah, you big swine fucker. You're a dickhead, Eddie. Unbelievable.
He did
Look at
insist on getting apple juice.
I love apple juice.
Further damning evidence.
That hurts.
What, you guys don't like apple juice?
Not the way you do.
I'm wearing a diaper. Can I have some apple juice?
Oh my god.
You order it like a normal person.
I don't-
I'm wearing a diaper.
No, that's what you sounded like.
Pulled pork sandwich makes my mouth dry.
Oh my god.
Chesley can't make fun of me.
Chesley can.
I'm not
No,
gonna.
you can do that, Chesley.
Oh man.
That's great.
I bet he has to like that too. Apple juice.
So, is it possible that the pigs orchestrated the car
It's
crash?
a coup. I think it's a coup.
Yeah.
And I also imagine what it sounded like when all those pigs died at once.
These pigs are bigger than I thought.
Yeah.
No
God-
angels.
God God must have needed some pigs.
There's a picture. We're showing a picture right now.
A picture.
Hey!
I fucking hate you.
We're in a 5-minute break. Holden McNeely?
Daddy, the picture.
Can they eat these pigs? Can we like quickly get them to?
We could absolutely still eat these
slaughterhouse?
pigs.
They're little tiny ones?
But they're tiny pigs. You don't want to eat them yet.
That's where you get the small packages of bacon from. That's where you get the...
No, you've never had piglet? I have honestly had
Winnie the
piglet.
Pooh?
I had deviled piglet's kidneys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Deviled pig. Yeah,
that's what you chewy. Yeah.
No, that's what you are if you eat it. Jesus Christ.
Deviled piglet's kidneys. When did you become Ted Nugent?
I went to this place called Holman and Finch in Atlanta, which is absolutely delicious. And the waiter
Oh
came.
my God, we should go.
You should go.
That's brunch.
And the waiter came and he was just like, "Oh, you must try the piglet. Or the chef this afternoon got 4 freshest soul, the sweetest, plumpest pig."
Was it like Bane's twin brother or something who had a small list?
But he literally was just like, he's like, the chef had all these fucking piglet kidneys hanging around, and he just whipped something up with them.
I don't think you should ever go there again. I'm not sure if this was a restaurant or an alley somewhere.
But what's weird is the way he served it is that he came over and he took off his shirt. Yeah, he took off his shirt and he like curved in his belly and we ate it out of his fucking belly.
Interesting.
Yeah, where is that again?
Holman and Finch. It's really classy.
It's in Atlanta.
What's the address?
It's 469.
That's great.
Sucker Boulevard.
I've been there. Yeah. I love that place.
You used to work there, right?
Oh man, I'd fucking. They named it after me.
Yeah, named after
Shit. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, their signature dish is this thing called the Philadelphia Viva Rodriguez.
He's batting 37th for the Cincinnati Bengals.
Hey
That's
guys,
great.
you know what? I was on the train today and someone was saying something about like, do you remember this thing called like non-Eleven?
Non-leaving?
9/11?
That's it.
Yeah, I do remember
man.
that. Yeah.
What was that?
I actually just forgot about it.
Yeah,
That was it. Oh yeah, that was that thing where like 911 clowns fell down a manhole cover into a sewer.
Yeah, they put on a great show for
the
the
entire time.
for all the rats. Yeah,
God bless them.
I love that. That's right. Dick Sucker Boulevard.
Do you think that this would be a good thing for a children's book? The one of these.
Which one? What that we've said has been a good thing for
the
a
one
children's
pig, the one pig that lived in the forest.
You can't start a children's book
with the slaughter of a bunch of pigs.
Hundreds of pigs.
Thousands.
Millions. Racism. Make it millions.
alone.
You're right. You can't start it like that. You have to make it into millions or hundreds of millions for fiction.
Exactly.
See, I would make it. You could make it more like a kiddie, like erotic tale where Piggy gets escapes from a thing. All his other Piggy brothers have been fucking murdered in a car crash. He is running from certain death at a hand of a butcher, and he meets a fucking hot, sweet young raccoon.
A
woman.
witch, hello raccoon. A witch cursed me, and now I'm perpetually hard.
Isn't that exciting for a child to read?
Yeah. And the raccoon
Young
is being
adult.
like,
Young
I
adult.
haven't had none of the push since my daddy raccoon died.
Oh, your daddy used to make it happen.
Yeah, he took my virginity.
Your virginity?
Yeah, that's when a father has sex with a raccoon's ass, apparently. So
They got
that's great. And Holden, no.
marsupials.
What
I'm
number
not
episode of
Holden
Roundtable is this?
anymore.
What are you now?
Sexy. I'm fuckable, the sexy pig.
Yeah, your name is
Fuckable,
Fuckable,
the
the
sexy
sexy pig. Yeah, how do you like to be fucked, Fuckable, the sexy pig?
No, I'm a dragon.
Now you're
Waste
a
of time.
shit.
The whole bit was a waste of time.
Right, yeah.
He
that went
didn't
nowhere.
plan it. He didn't
No,
plan it
he
from the
didn't.
beginning. He didn't have an ending.
No.
And he bailed on
And
it.
he
Yeah, it's a
returns
dragon.
to you now.
And now he's holding it. That's
again.
great.
I
Well,
do
thank
like
you.
Magic
Fuckable
of
the
podcast.
sexy
Yeah.
pig.
So is this the final episode?
No,
It's not.
I mean,
Let's just let's just say
I'm
it's-
busy next week.
Julie, what are you doing? Do you want to replace Ed?
Oh, no, actually, we're going to be in Cincinnati next week.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I'm going to be in Canada being a television star.
Okay.
Hot sauce, white sauce, hot sauce, white sauce.
Stu from NBC's A to Z.
Oh, man, that show is going to last forever.
Stu. If you guys don't recall, NBC's A to Z.
What's the F stand for?
Fuckable,
Stu.
You say in Philadelphia Fever, that starts with a P.
Oh, no.
It's
yeah,
like when
no.
a show gets canceled, it's like America fired you.
It's like, because that's what was weird is that when the show was being revealed it was canceled, people walked out and go like, thumbs down! Everywhere I went.
Hey, that's the fat guy from the show that sucks. Did you ever get that?
Hey, tell me, fat guy, when they cancel the show, do they fucking shoot you in the head? Because if not, let me beat them to it.
Hey, can you sign your autograph so I can scream "fuck you" at it?
Sure, yeah, whatever gets me attention, yeah.
That is so fucking Gatorade.
That is so Stu.
Oh,
so Stu.
You guys missed the whole episode where Stu was supposed to suck his own cock.
What happened?
The end of the episode?
S?
Yeah. Stu sucks.
His own cock.
The fat gets in the way, though, right?
But the fat gets in the way.
So he just ends up eating out his belly button.
Yeah.
Isn't that something? We're a little bit more erotic there.
Oh my God!
Nice.
We have to move on. I'm laughing too hard. I'm not able to pass out.
All right, so some piggies are on the lamb in Ohio. That's fine. Hopefully they don't catch
No, they're
them.
more on the ham.
Hey! Jackie, you fight.
Oh, come on.
You fight.
But you know who you are, Henry? You're the weakest link. Goodbye.
Damn you bitch!
You're the weakest link. Goodbye. That was funny, Jackie.
I need a cold compress, man. You know why?
Why?
Because it's the doctor. Was it the doctor? He said I got this fucking heat disease, man. You know what it's called, man?
No, we're not doing it. It's called
No,
Fluke
that's
Rock.
what is it called?
What town is the doctor?
Where do you
It's
get
called
the
the
heat
common
disease?
cold. What is it called?
Oh yeah, it's called the PHILADESPHIL.
He didn't spell it right. He did not spell Philadelphia right. I want to make that clear.
Again? Could you do that again?
PHIL
No. I don't.
Henry, why is the Liberty Bell cracked?
Because of
Your ass was on it.
All right,
Benjamin
let's move
Franklin's
on.
wife sat on it. Yeah, she's big.
Yeah, Benjamin Franklin was probably gay, so let's leave him alone.
Benjamin
for now.
Franklin is actually the 6 times great grandfather of Jack Coleman, who's on Heroes on NBC.
Nobody cares.
Well, I'm 9 times.
That is the truth.
I'm 9 times great grandfather, so it's fine.
Yeah, that's great.
25.
So happy. So happy for all of your success, Henry. Let's move on to another news story.
Yes, the girlfriend of the world's first successful penis transplant recipient is reportedly pregnant.
I want to say it too.
Fuck
Success.
Oh, wait, what happened?
So he got a new cock and then filled her up.
Yeah,
What did it get replaced with? Like a jackhammer?
an actual penis.
The tubes work.
Yeah, the tubes work. Everything works. So if you get your dick cut off now, there is hope. However, notice that I said this was the first successful penis transplant.
Because
did
normally
notice
it'll like come alive and grab at a woman's knees or something while she's asleep.
Yeah, that's when they replaced it with a baby arm.
Yeah.
How old was he?
I think he was in his 20s.
What happened to his
that.
dick? Well, how did he lose it?
It doesn't say how he lost it. He had severe complications that arose from a circumcision performed as part of a coming-of-age ceremony. It was in Africa.
He got a blowjob from a mousetrap.
So the first successful penis transplant was in Africa?
South Africa.
I would have never guessed that.
You wouldn't have guessed that, Ed?
I would have said Illinois.
Isn't that something?
I would have said Florida. I'm shocked that there is not in Florida right now a put penis back on place. Literally, and it would be called that.
We put your penis back on.
Is there a place for that? Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Never you mind, all right? First of all, you need to have a fucking terrible story of how you lost your penis.
That's number one. That'll cut down the insurance costs.
Absolutely. Second of all, we got all sorts of different sizes and types. We've got the Annihilator. We've got the Tremptator. We've got the Hooked Dragon. No, only big horrible ones.
Oh, okay.
We also have the Kielbasi Stallion. You don't want that one.
Oh, my goodness. The Triple Crown, indeed.
Yeah, it was
No,
a
it's not
9.
Kielbasi.
You want Kabasi now.
Makes me burp.
All right.
It was
Maybe
a
you should have
9.
had more. Maybe you should have had more food at the old pig function, Eddie.
They weren't serving kielbasa.
Okay.
No one at pastrami. I was very sad. We went to a big barbecue festival. No one at pastrami.
It's pastrami's just smoked meat, but
There's
it's
no
not
Jews at
necessarily-
a barbecue.
There's pastrami
Eddie was
at
there.
Good Barbecue. Yeah, and I was fucking there.
Did
we
you
weren't
do this?
making the barbecue.
Were you yelling about this at the festival?
I just realized it now.
I don't think I knew you were Jewish.
My father is. I'm not really Jewish. I was raised Catholic.
You didn't know that he was Jewish?
No, I don't think I knew that.
Is it because he's poor?
That could be it.
My father's side is Jewish, and then my mother's side is Catholic, which makes me atheist.
So is now Roundtable a date for you guys?
I'm
Is that
learning.
what this is? Is it a
This
date?
is the only way I get to see
everybody.
him. Is if I come hang with you guys.
How long have you guys been dating, Julie?
8 months.
And you didn't once tell her that your father was Jewish.
I thought it was clear by
you're-
the sight of Jeff that I'm part Jewish.
Oh, okay.
Weird.
I'll try and be more perceptive.
Is this a Zionist thing?
Do you want to break up with him now, Julie?
I don't know. I think it's okay.
Oh, okay.
So good.
Still holding on.
So, Marcus, we are in the middle of this news story.
Oh, yeah. It was a 9-hour operation, and it happened at Tigerberg Hospital.
Huh.
Yeah. But I noticed that I said that this was
9-hour operation.
9 hours.
Must have been a big one.
Oh, yeah, man. It had to.
Just gotta make sure it's done right.
Yeah.
But notice that I said that it was the first successful penile transplant. The first unsuccessful penis transplant happened in 2006. Here's the story behind that. Surgeons in China who said they performed the first successful penis transplant had to remove the donated organ because of the severe psychological problems experienced by the man and his wife.
Wow.
Yeah. He got the dick
to him. It's like body bags.
Killer.
Body parts, body bags, yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't say how he lost his penis, but they performed the 15-hour surgery. It was donated by the parents of a 22-year-old brain-dead man. There was a strong...
They cut a dick off of a man who was brain dead?
No,
This dude is like
no.
aware that he's alive, and he's like, just kill me. Now you're cutting my dick off? I'm not a farm. I'm not a field. I'm not a plant. I'm a human.
You
I'm
were
an
trapped
organ
inside
donor.
your old body, like the Metallica video for one.
Exactly.
And you're
Johnny
sitting
got
there,
his
and
gun,
the doctor comes, and you're just like, "Oh, this guy's good as dead. We might as well just take everything we can get." And he's just like,
Doctor.
and I'm just like, "All right, get me the hedge clippers. I've always wanted to do this, Nurse Ratchet."
You know, I've never cut off a dick before, but this seems like a good place to start.
Can I do it? Yes, my son, who I brought to work today.
Oh my goodness! Bring your son to work day, and it happens to be.
I want to do the snippy snip.
I feel like the first
Father of the
unsuccessful penis transplant was way before 2006.
Yeah, I feel it was like in 1967. It was like a pool noodle or something.
Well, this was the first one in which they did it. They tried it. The dick drove him and his wife insane.
Was it just hard all the time? Was it a wrestler?
I don't know. They just came back and they said, take it off.
I mean, it makes sense because this guy who they cut it off of was probably going insane mentally. I mean, maybe the dick got his emotions, got his energy. And
What if that dude was gay? And that dick can only get hard for fucking dudes.
Yeah. Well, it seems
I
like...
don't know if that's how that
That's
sexuality
not how it
works.
works.
Your dick doesn't get
true. It sounds
Yeah.
true, but it doesn't feel
It
true.
sounds true, and if it is true, it sounds true.
Yeah, but your dick isn't gay. Like your brain is gay. Like it's more of a.
Yeah,
No,
but the
but
Jews
no,
tell
no,
that
no,
to
the dick.
Yeah.
Well, I guess they always say dicks have a mind of their own. So yeah, maybe.
Talk to the dick.
Chesley,
about
our
that one.
dick's gay.
Oh, entirely. I mean, I think from at least most of it, from the tip down to the scrot.
My
But
dick
the
is
part
gay,
that goes
but my
into the body,
balls
that
are
part's
straight.
pretty
My
straight.
dick
though. Yeah.
identifies as big and black.
Yeah.
Coffee, brother.
Hell yeah. Transracialism.
Transracial.
Your dick was born in the wrong skin.
I think it's actually just dirty, and you should clean it.
Right.
Marcus,
Also become another dick.
did the guy whose dick got cut off for the operation? Did he get the other guy's mangled dick put back on his? It's like a trade, or is it?
Well, the guy had no dick to begin
He
with.
doesn't have like a mangled dick. It's just.
It was gone completely. He couldn't they said that he couldn't urinate normally, meaning that, and they don't know how the dick exactly was
he
missing.
pissed out of his ass.
Yeah, like girls do.
Yeah.
Or his ears.
Seen it.
Is that how? That's how I thought girls peed for most of my childhood. Is how they
pee?
I thought girls peed out their butts.
Right. Out their
They
ass.
don't?
And they
Yeah,
make
what?
milk. Milk comes from the tits.
Huh. Isn't that exciting?
Yeah.
So the man
Is that
just lost- I think it is.
Julie, Jackie, is that true? Do you pee out your butt?
Depends on where your nipples are.
Good point, Jackie. Absolutely.
If you got shoulder nipples, it's all fucked. Everything. You might as well shoot yourself.
Yeah.
Well, my question is, you know how like in transplant situations, a lot of times like the family where like the transplant came from is like you know, when like the person got their face transplant, like the sister where the face came from was like, oh, it looks like him.
Yeah.
Like,
Ooh, yeah,
is the
white
family
hair.
where the dick came from? Like,
maybe they haunted them, and that's why he wanted the dick off.
He only lasted 2 weeks with that dick.
I just feel like
You didn't try hard enough.
It says
a
the
brand
patient.
new dick.
It said there have been no signs of the 4-inch organ being rejected by the recipient.
4-inch
in Africa.
China.
No, it's Africa.
No, this is in China.
Yeah.
So 4-inch hard or soft?
I think it was. I mean,
You don't measure a soft dick. Everyone knows that.
Yeah, that's true. You don't measure like
No
Michael
one's
Jordan
ever
could jump
measured a
36 inches, 36 inch vertical, but he could also jump like 3 inches. Yeah, that's true. You always go with the peak of a person's ability.
What I like to do is to see how much water my soft penis can displace out of a Dixie cup.
Yeah,
I've taught mine how to sip.
You're
I don't
drinking
think I've
all
ever
wrong.
touched a flaccid penis before.
Well, you're doing your
What are
job.
you talking about? What do you do to get it hard?
It's already
Smile.
hard for her.
Always already hard for her.
That's why she's had a boyfriend for decades.
Jackie gets
You
them
shake it and
going.
yell,
Looks that
right?
dick right in the eye. And it fucking stiffens up. Hard as fuck.
Yeah, I just yell at it.
Yeah, get the
You fucking penis! You get hard now!
It's in times like this that I almost wish Jackie could get Philadelphia fever so she could stop having sex.
You know, I can't. You know, not sleeping with a homosexual.
All right. Well, that's not actually true.
We're taking away her
Like drug addicts.
You're on a 3-minute hiatus.
3 minutes!
Time out. Leave the microphone. It's not nearly as bad as what Henry said, and he's the only one who has any consequences.
I know, but I don't know why that one sounded worse.
It's the way you said it.
It is. The hate.
Me?
Yeah, you.
It wasn't hate, it was sensual.
That was sensual, Jackie.
I just, maybe that's my
I think you're
problem.
crossing your streams, and this is why Doug's so scared all the time.
4-inch hard dick, and he couldn't deal with it, huh?
the patient finally decided to give up the treatment because of the wife's psychological reaction.
She hated him with a dick.
She hated him with the dick, or at least the new dick. He said, as well as the swollen shape of the transplanted penis.
Who lost the old? How did he lose the old one?
But it was only. It doesn't say.
That's the most important part of the story to
She
me.
might have cut it off.
Well, we knew how the first guy lost his. He lost it in a circumcision
accident.
I feel like you get one.
It was too much.
You get one replacement dick.
Yeah.
That's right.
And that's it.
Yep.
Yeah.
You don't get two.
He didn't ask for another one. I think he realized that he was very happy with that one.
Yeah, but I don't know. He only lasted 2 weeks. I don't think he gave it a fair shake.
Money market.
You know what? I didn't mean it. I didn't think about it. But now, I'll take it. I'll go ahead and take it.
Chesley, could you fall in love with a guy who didn't have a penis?
If the clitoris was big enough to catch traction, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
I always have dreams where I'm married to a snail.
All right.
Don't spit on me, Ed.
That really got Eddie.
Don't spit on
That
it.
really got Eddie.
So
That's very good. Henry, you had something to say about this very important subject?
No, I was going to say one time I worked a pencil all the way up my own asshole.
You did.
Until I lost it. But the thing is that I managed to push the very tip of it out a little bit with the muscles in my butthole. And I took a standardized test with it, and I got a 9.
That's great.
I love playing
Very nice.
backdoor pencil.
Yeah, that's why
Favorite games.
Henry and Holden's buttholes are nicknamed the Sharpener, and for good reason. Really brilliant, nice, wood chipper, yeah, and get it on in there.
Philadelphia fever.
Isn't that
Took me a
funny?
long time to learn that biting and kissing are not the same thing.
It is difficult to know the difference there, but people like being kissed, they don't like being bit.
Also,
Rodriguez!
sometimes girlfriends just go. I mean, sometimes your girlfriend just is there and then they're gone.
And then they're gone.
As in, like,
Yeah.
like not they don't come, they're just out the door.
No, they leave.
They leave.
I know you miss the screaming. I know you miss the upset feelings.
Yeah. You've been single for a while now.
Yeah.
All
You've been
right.
single, for what? 8 months, 9 months? How you like it
It's
single
been
life?
5 years.
Oh,
Very good.
It's really, I'll tell you what, I like it.
Very
Single
good.
Henry is the best.
how many
Single
more
Henry.
horror movies do you see now than you used to?
I am watching 2 a day. And that is not a joke. I'm watching 2 a day. I have nothing but time to research the connections between the Zionist movement and what happened at Columbine.
Why did she leave?
I don't know.
Right.
Can't handle the heat. You get out of the relationship.
Right.
And I was the chef in that relationship.
Yeah.
Kitchen.
Yeah.
Wait, so does Elton John have AIDS?
No, he does not.
No. He's got a toupee on.
But he's got the song.
He's got toupees.
Which
one?
song?
Leave on?
Philadelphia fever.
Does
Surround me. I love you.
Oh shit! Elton John's got that.
Oh my
Well, I
god!
hope
I
he's
just wanted to
succeeds.
break that story real fast.
Oh no, I didn't know. I never heard Philadelphia
You know what
Fever
it-
by Elton John.
Do you know what horses
Philadelphia.
get when they're gay? They get AIDS.
AIDS? Horses?
AIDS. That's how you know a gay horse that has AIDS. It goes, AIDS.
Right. So you guys are literally saying these things. This is
It's all recorded. It's going out in the sound waves live.
I remember one
okay.
time Rocky got the flu.
I remember
And then
that.
he got his temperature rose a little bit.
Yeah, in
And
Philadelphia.
I can't remember what exactly happened after that.
Oh, he got a case of the
All right, Marcus, next news story.
Yes.
Next news story, Marcus.
Solitaire is the name of the game, Holden.
Oh.
Yeah, it's solitaire.
Yeah.
That's great. All right, you morons. Let's move on to another news. Okay. All right.
Solitaire is a lonely man's game.
I'll give you
That's your favorite
$100.
joke, Eddie.
I will give $100 to the person who shuts off the podcast right now.
Shut it off. Shut it off. Your shit is fucking full of it.
Richard Dreyfuss' head on a stick. $250.
All right. Well, no, Richard Dreyfuss is a great actor. Let's keep him alive. Yeah,
If
we're
Richard
keeping him
Dreyfuss is
alive.
not dead in 24 hours, I'm gonna kill him myself.
That's great. Well, you're gonna die. You have to kill yourself. No one's gonna kill Richard Dreyfuss. He was great in that movie where he
Jews.
Skates.
Yeah, mouths. It's called. It's
It's
called
a
mouths.
one-word movie. Skates.
Mr. Holland's Opus.
Hell yeah!
Beautiful, beautiful.
Beautiful. Beautiful coal.
Close Encounters of the Turd kind.
Oh man.
You're an idiot.
I'm a music teacher. My kid's an idiot who can't hear.
Just because I'm the first British music teacher does not mean I'm retarded.
My son is as damn as he pissed, but it does not mean that he cannot see.
I have the AIDS, but I refuse to be.
Yes.
Mumble my business.
My son was born with no knees. He is deaf. He has AIDS. He cannot play music because he cannot hear tune.
But he can see the colors.
Do you know Scott from accounting? I'm pretty sure he is super gay.
We could say whatever we want about deaf people because we're only sound. That's the whole medium.
We don't release.
We can say
This podcast.
Good point, Ed.
Release it in Braille.
No, you can't really. Not yet. There's no podcast in Braille yet. That's very, very true.
Fuck those stupid cocksuckers.
Well, a lot of people have deaf friends
Why don't
or
you learn
brothers,
how to hear, idiots?
sisters. Yeah. The word will get back to them.
No, we need a stenographer so we can translate it into Braille.
Come on, don't teach them how to listen to podcasts.
You're right.
They're deformed. It will always be that
They're
way.
not deformed. They
Their
have a
inner
lot of-
ears are deformed and they can't hear.
They offer a lot of benefits for society.
What did they do?
They see.
Beethoven was deaf, and
There
you
you
saw
go.
what happened with him. He was a fucking
think
dog.
he was
Elise was a good song, was it not? For Elise, very good.
You know what's weird is that deaf
Sorry.
people, deaf people can't hear farts. So what if they think that smell that you make when you fart is you saying "I love you"?
They don't. That is
dude.
that
One of
is
my
not
cousins
a thing.
can't smell. It's wonderful. I fart around her all the time.
You fart around everybody all the
I
time.
know, but her
able
doesn't
to
matter.
hear,
Well,
but I can still smell your fucking farts, Martha.
yeah.
And I love
Yeah, you gotta say it more like that.
All
Jeez.
right. Okay. That's
You
great.
gotta deaf it up a bit.
Fuck deaf people, man.
Definitely are very, very.
I would
What's
definitely-
your most unfavorite disability? I'm going with fucking blind people.
Blind people's your least favorite?
Yeah, they're always getting in my way.
No,
I hate people that don't like the Beatles.
that is a disability. That is a
Beautiful,
disability.
beautiful, beautiful. You fucking deaf son. You deaf son.
Oh, it's hard.
It's fine to have
asshole.
Yeah, and everybody knows
Of course he knows who John Lennon is.
that. Yeah.
Should we see the? Did you guys see the porno version of Mr. Holland's opus, Mr. Holland's Pocus?
I would say
It's all dead.
Mr. Holland's
Hocus
pussy.
Pocus. It's also called Hocus Pocus.
Stu from A to Z.
How you doing, Stu?
Stu, I can't believe it.
Poor version A to Z is Anus Z.
All right. So
That ended the bit.
that ended the whole thing.
That was a bit ender?
No, it was a closer.
All right. Multiple digits.
Yes.
That's one of my least favorite of all the disformities.
Oh, extra fingers?
Extra fingers or toes, you know.
Why?
It's more of a superpower.
If you get extra fingers, just cut them off, right?
You can't. I mean, you could, but it would hurt a lot, I think.
Eddie, what are you going with?
Least favorite deformity?
This is the question, yeah.
I guess.
Or
this is the
disability.
My most favorite is extra tits.
Extra tits. I'd say my least favorite deformity would
You were
be
literally screaming about how all deaf people should be murdered.
So
I mean,
it's
you
deaf
could
people.
Probably just go with that.
I feel bad for them.
now
Don't tell them.
Well, you have to sign to them. You can't. Don't write them. Don't write
I would
them
say
about it.
people with no noses.
Ah,
Yeah, I don't like to look at them, and I hate when they're around.
Sure. Okay, I can see that. Yeah, I can hear that, see that.
Nothing but trouble.
Oh my God! All they wanted to do was go on a nice little vacation, and what they found was nothing but trouble.
You ever see a person where their teeth grows out through the top of their lips?
Oh yeah,
That's rough.
Kill it.
Kill it.
Kill it.
Yeah.
Put it back in. It's not done yet.
Oh my
That is what
God!
I would say.
Marcus pulled up pictures of people with extra fingers.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Oh.
Oh no, that's my most
Well,
least.
Yeah.
Gosh.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Wow,
It's
so
just
weird.
Because
just
it's
confusing.
right. But it's
that is
not.
just
No,
confusing.
girls. You got to understand that little one works the clip.
Cut them off. I would
Cut it off.
cut them off. as
Oh,
children.
that's.
Too many toes.
How many is that?
I will say to all of our listeners who have too many toes or fingers, we support you 100%.
We just don't want to see it.
I didn't want you to shop in my stores, and I don't want you to eat in my restaurants, but I acknowledge that you exist.
That's
Yeah.
that's
Order to
segregation.
go. We'll deliver it.
You know, if you're going to call it Henry's Pizza, you shouldn't only sell hamburgers.
Another bit ender for Holden McNeely. That's great.
They
Julie.
call me the bit ender.
Oh, very good.
Henry's Pizzas also sells gyros.
Slices.
Thursdays on NBC.
All right, Marcus. What's the next news story?
I got a local one.
No.
From, here in Brooklyn, cops investigating an animal cruelty case in Brooklyn's Prospect Park found a man roasting a guinea pig over a roaring fire Saturday morning and deemed it perfectly legal.
It is. Yeah. Why wouldn't it be legal?
Yeah. The early morning gourmand was roasting a guinea pig, which is a delicacy in Peru and other South American countries. The man, who is not named, is from Ecuador. You want to see a picture of him?
Let's see.
They won't name him, but they'll show a picture of him cooking a guinea pig.
Look at this guy.
Oh man.
At least he skinned it.
He's smiling. He knows how to cook it properly.
That's fine.
It's actually called Quee. C-U-Y. Quee. That's the noise they make.
Quee,
whenever it-
quee.
Yeah. People buy guinea pigs to feed the snakes. Why can't we eat them?
I hate guinea pigs so fucking much.
Is it because the one that died from
Because of all the ones we had, I would rather eat it. It probably tastes pretty good. There's not a lot of
I've
meat
had
on
it before.
Yeah.
Have
I
you?
have Ecuadorian friends, and I've researched a little bit. Apparently, they wouldn't survive without human help. They've been bred like just to be part of a
They're
food source.
fucking idiots.
The Incans had them as like a food source and used them for like sacraments.
Are
and
they
stuff.
tasty?
They're pretty good.
But
Yeah.
aren't they bigger down there?
They're pretty large, yeah. But they also like love them too. They have all kinds of long-haired ones. They put bows. They have pageantries and
Ew,
shit.
clothes
it's kinda
on
weird.
them?
That's probably sometimes, yeah.
They
But
use
then they
them-
cook
they
the
use
shit
them-
out of them.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
These are for
And they run around
baseball.
everywhere. If you go up to to a village in the mountains, like all the places, they're just guinea pigs, goddamn everywhere.
Isn't that
You know, if you go
exciting?
to Peru and you put a little fucking guinea pig feed up inside of your asshole, they'll just run right up there
Get up
and
in
give
there.
you a fucking orgasm.
Yeah, put some
Yeah.
cocoa
Orgasm.
But then how do you
leaves
get-
on
how
their,
do you get
their
them out
nose
there?
first.
Oh, they die in there, and then you just kind of pull them out with a string tied to one
Not
of
all.
the.
So is that like a fat Italian man?
What's that?
Guinea pig.
Oh.
Why do we call them guineas? Can I
I'm
ask
not
that
sure.
The
question?
Italians?
Yeah, what's the origin? We learned about the origin of beaver in 2 Book Minimum.
I don't
Now
know
can
why
learn
we
about
call
the
them
origin of
guineas.
Guinea.
I think there's an island.
Oh,
New
yeah, it's like
Guinea.
a Sicily island.
Yeah, but New Guinea's down yonder.
Yeah, it's
talking
with
about over yonder.
It's with on the rapist island called Australia.
Oh yeah, where they're covered in spaghetti sauce.
Heard of that?
Yep. Someone has blood from the raping. I ain't gonna lie.
Not bad at all. Yeah, you never know where these racial slurs come from.
It refers to actually Guinea is that is what is it? Offensive two ways.
Oh, yeah. Thank God. I like that.
It refers to the Guinea coast of Africa, and it is a way of implying that Italians aren't white people.
Sicilians.
Oh. Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah. It's a way of saying, it's like, no, they're not white, they're black. And that is bad.
Man.
Isn't that exciting?
Only to some people, not to all, Marcus.
Wait, who thinks they're white?
Yeah, they're not white.
Italians think
Guineas
they're white.
think they're
Well,
white.
yeah, they think they're white.
But another theory says that the early Italians who wanted ways to get money here in America, they would just they'd walk around just saying Guinea, Guinea, Guinea all the time. Because Guinea was a British term for money, for British money.
Oh, so they were greedy.
So they were the Jews of Britain.
No, they were looking for work.
No, can we look up Wap and Dago too while we're at it?
We can look up all of them.
Well, you also know why Italians are called Tony all the time. Why their names are in Tony? It's because they stamp them with a 2 NY. To New York on their fucking shirts and throw them on a boat over here.
Oh.
Yeah. And they roller skate them fucking meatballs or whatever. They comb their hair with the fucking marinara sauce.
God damn it, Anthony! God damn it, Anthony! Why you gotta be fucking your sister? Because she's got a big nose.
Oh, fuck! My breasts are on fire.
Oh, now let me put it out with some of my piss.
Fucking Italians.
It comes from the southern.
Yeah, just say gnocchi to rape.
Just to say a gnocchi.
My penny inside of your farfalla.
Say lasagna to better view.
Hey, next thing you know, I rape her. Next thing I know, hey, what husband or wife is control.
You should be a cop.
Well, the term wop comes from the southern Italian dialect term wapo, meaning thug. Also derived from Spanish wapo, which means handsome, but in French means ruffian or pimp.
Wait, who is that?
Wop? Yeah, it's the Italians. The Italians. Yeah, they're Wop. I didn't know it was spelled W-O-P. I thought it was like, I thought there was an H in there for some reason.
Well, I thought it was because Italians' balls are so big, so when they walk down the street, they go wop, wop,
Wop, wop, wop, wop, wop.
I've seen them hanging out the shorts. It's like two giant, the bigger meatballs.
It's
me, Mario. That's what they do.
And how, Dago is spelled differently than I thought it was also.
You should say Wop Dago, right?
You could, or you could just say one or the other. They get it.
Officially make the episode like not releasable.
You're such a dick.
Oh shit! I think
wop, wop.
we should start calling them gnocchis.
Everyone likes gnocchi.
Yeah, fluffy and
What's up with Dago?
Don't know.
No one knows? It's just a fun
There's
thing.
one guy named Diego a long time ago. Hey, what's up, guys? He's like, this guy fucking sucks.
Fuck this guy.
Like, ever.
Let's call them all that.
Fucking Diego's.
Yeah.
It's just
agree.
Dago. It's not Diego. Diego's Spanish.
We just keep saying racial slurs.
No, we're not saying them. We're finding out their origin.
I went to the bathroom. What happened when I was gone, Marcus?
We're learning about wops and
about wops and
dagos.
dagos.
We know what a wop is. No one knows what a dago
Let's
is.
see.
But everyone knows that both are Italian.
Are we
Dago
sure we
means
should be
wife
doing this?
thief.
Yeah.
All I know is they killed Jesus, and I'm still mad.
I get you so
that's
mad.
not right. That's not right. I don't think there.
Oh, they fucking nailed him at cross like it was a fucking charcuterie plate.
Yeah.
And then they slice off sheets off of him like he's fucking prosciutto. And that's not cool because that Jesus was gay and he should have been left alone to fucking marry his husband.
Absolutely.
I would agree
all the
that.
way.
Yeah, absolutely.
All the way.
All right.
Well, back to the guinea pig story. The reason why the cops came, is because somebody thought that he was actually eating a squirrel.
Oh,
and
that
it
means
is
don't fucking. Oh,
it
don't eat a
is-
squirrel, not my city.
it is illegal to hunt or trap squirrels
What pain
in city
the ass
parks.
was sitting there watching a man. First of all, that's a guinea pig just stuck on the end of a shovel, who was sitting there just watching a man roasting what he thought was a squirrel. And he's like, I better call the police because he's got a squirrel on his
Squirrel,
stick.
eat a squirrel. You
Let him do
hungry
whatever the fuck he
squirrel?
wants to do. This is in New York. You're lucky it's not a fucking 10-year-old girl on the stick.
That's because it's fucking Park Slope, and they're all like, oh my god, I'm gonna have to report this fucking bar. They don't have a valet service for my stroller. Like, they're
fuck
shitty
you.
people. They show up and they're just, that's what happens.
That's
man.
right.
We should
Chesley.
hire this guy to cook a bunch of guinea pigs for us.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to hear him die, though. It's rough.
No, you can't hear him anything. You put him in a sack.
It haunts your dreams? What
yeah.
have you heard? Oh, shit.
Oh, man.
Squirrels are covered in
Prize of
Philadelphia
$1 million
fever.
guinea pigs.
You can't just be running around anyway.
So, let's see. Why did they make the eating of squirrels illegal? I think they were just trying to make the whole place an actual society.
They're a nuisance.
You're not allowed to hunt inside the city limits.
Yeah, there'd be people with guns and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but who's using like a fucking musket to shoot a goddamn squirrel?
He's a little 22, little belly popper.
Yeah, well, yeah, you could use a BB gun to kill.
22?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
go.
but that the BB guns aren't illegal.
What about
guns are illegal,
what if
you
you
think,
what
in
if
New
you
York?
accidentally step on a squirrel? It dies. Can
You're
I
not,
eat it?
You're not hunting it or trapping it. Can you eat it? Probably not.
No, you can never eat
that
a squirrel.
law.
If I'm fucking mayor in 2019,
I
I
don't
am
think there's a version
changing.
Dude.
I am changing this rule.
We're calling this episode Philadelphia Fever. It's
I
all
call
about you-
for a final solution to the squirrel problem. Round them up. Into the camps.
Pig Nazi, squirrel Nazi. You're all Nazi. today.
Oinkwish. Oinkwitz.
The actual, actually, but what the actual
That's a
law
sandwich,
is,
pig sandwich, oinkwich.
well, the law is no person shall within any park chase, wound, trap, hunt, shoot, molest.
Who molested a squirrel?
What are you in for? Murder, rape. Oh, molested a squirrel.
He was asking for it.
Or, and this is actually part of the rules, throw missiles at.
Whoa.
Can't throw missiles at a
I
squirrel.
guess a missile is a catch-all term for rock or radio.
Yeah, pen or whatever.
If a cop tries to tell me that I can't fucking throw an acorn at a squirrel, then I'd like to see him in court, and he will have to try to attempt to arrest me because I will be making quite a scene.
Well, then you got arrested for resisting arrest in the
Sanctuary! That's what I would be yelling in the middle of the fucking park. Sanctuary!
You gotta do that in a church.
Oh,
Henry, did you know that I call my dick a missile because it blows bitches up?
That's an untrue
I think he
statement.
did know that. He told me that earlier
Yeah.
before we came in here.
yeah.
No,
actually.
it's not. It's not a missile.
Did Lexi go like recently, or is how long has it been since Lexi's left?
Yeah.
Oh, do you not know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's moving out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's moving like
That's
right
why
now.
she gave me
she's
like
moving.
a really long hug.
Yeah.
Yeah. Touch you ever so gently on the cheek.
She was
Look
like, I
at
have
you
to
in the
go
eyes.
perform in my play. And I was like, but you're not in a play.
Yeah, this play's called Gone Forever.
I love that play.
I know that play. I know a couple of women in it.
Hello, stranger.
And now it's time for a segment from
Lupe
Holden.
Rodriguez.
On the live
Quick.
tweet.
Holden McNeely.
Bestseller, summer reads. Pick a book, it's a ookie cookie. All right?
Totally different than a book.
You say ookie cookie?
Ookie cookies when you come on a saltine cracker and this one has to eat it.
It's called an ookie cookie.
There's a name for that?
Yeah,
Ookie
It's an
cookie.
ookie cookie.
Okay.
Yeah, we all know.
I just called them
It's the thing
cookies.
gay people.
It's not what gay people
I
do.
just call it
Seriously.
delicious.
Yeah. It's what frat boys do.
What group of straight men would all dare each other to eat each other's cum?
Just because you weren't
Hey,
cool in
bro.
high school, Henry, doesn't
Yeah.
mean you know what an ookie cookie is.
Dude, you
it's a
sit
straight
around,
dude
yeah.
thing. There's the punishment is that you got to eat the cookie. I mean,
I'm not eating it. I'm not even volunteering for a game where even a remote possibility I gotta eat a bunch
you
of
don't
cum.
have any friends.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you don't know
You
what
gotta
friendship
sit,
is.
You gotta sit around and fucking play some Smash Brothers, bro. Maybe fucking.
I love it that the last person to come has to eat the
Yeah.
cookie.
That's the whole thing. You got to
The
come
straightest guy there has to eat the cookie.
That's the punishment. Ookie cookie.
So, do we want to do summer reads, or do we want to do new racial slang words for white people?
I have a really good summer
come up with
read,
one.
so can I personally do
Okay,
summer
let's
read?
do summer reads.
Let's do summer reads in honor
Mine's
of
about
the death of 2 book minimum.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yes,
Summer
because
reads.
we were all on 2 book minimum today, which is airing its last episode next week. Go to cavecomedyradio.com to hear the last episode of 2 book minimum with the Roundtable of Gentlemen.
Now, is it true that because Dan Wilbur has Philadelphia fever and he's entering into hospice this week?
He looks pretty bad.
Yeah. He's so
yeah.
sick, but he's thinner than he's ever been.
That's a
But still not
plus.
very thin, though.
It is kind of funny that the big spokesman for AIDS is literally called Magic Johnson.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, that's why he doesn't have it.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that he got it from a guy named Bad Luck Cock.
I love Bad Luck Cock is one of my favorite, though.
All right, summer reads.
Oh, shit.
All right.
Why is he so fat and not dead?
My summer read, Ed, is about a hard-boiled detective novel about a detective named Frank Tits.
Okay.
And he's got to solve a crime. All the women have stopped jerking it, right?
Okay.
And he needs to solve, and someone got a big, mean man got murdered.
Did you plan this, or is this all made up because it seems like magic? It's like when a herald comes together and it's like, did they write this before?
A big, strong man got murdered sexually killed.
Man,
right?
if Penguin was here, you'd be so rich.
Yeah,
So
because if a penguin was here.
Yeah, if Penguin was here, then I'd be like, whoa!
Get back to the zoo, you bitch!
Yeah.
So anyways,
penguin.
so a big man got murdered and all the women are actually, you know what? And then the second chapter, I'm like, no, the women are fine, actually.
Let's not go through all the chapters.
It's just,
It's a horrible detective novel featuring a protagonist named Frank Tits.
and a big mean man got murdered.
And a big mean man
And it
got
turned
murdered.
out that Frank Tits did it.
Oh, shit.
He's
Yeah.
investigating the murder that he committed.
Yes.
It's
and a
kind of
veloc-
interesting.
And a
actually.
velociraptor learns how to read.
Yeah, okay.
And he
Clever
reads-
girl.
And he learns how to read, and he reads the actual book that you're reading, and it blows your mind. You're like, whoa, he's reading the book I'm reading. That made me mean. That made me mean.
All right, very good.
Oh, and by the way, 2 alternate names for Ookie Cookie that we got off the chat. Nasty Nate says that they called it Butter the Bread. And Chris from Sweden said they call it Jerk Off the Bun.
Oh, that's more direct.
I like that.
Yeah.
It doesn't count if you play it with your family, though.
What?
Well, I think it counts
Would
double,
you-
really.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, what's
I
your
think
book
so.
called, Holden?
Oh, it's called Boy Makes Money.
What is it?
Boy makes
Boy
money.
makes money.
Money.
Oh, wow.
Very good.
Oh, so that totally
All right.
ties in. That works.
Boy
All
Makes
right,
Money.
that works.
Great, yeah.
he does.
Tight
Yeah,
as
that's a
a
great.
drum.
That's a great fucking detective novel.
That
name.
is great.
Subtitle.
Ooh.
You fucking even.
Don't
Try,
you
okay.
fucking even.
Kind of got lost.
Just don't you fucking even.
Kind of a title that kind of loses itself.
Henry, what book are you reading this summer?
Jackie's Gotta Pee.
This song.
No, that's the name of my book. Yeah. Jackie's Gotta Pee. It's all about how Jackie has to pee, and I excuse you in chapter 1 to go piss.
Ooh, that's summer read. I
Damn,
miss my
Ben.
term.
Did he get out of his turn that way?
Damn, Ben. Yes, he did. That was
a good
amazing.
term. That was the
Not
best
only did he
thing.
go ahead of time that he was actually supposed to go, but he did it fucking lightning fast.
Very quickly.
You might want to just give it to him just because that's a fucking anomaly. It's
I wasn't
never
paying
happened
attention.
before.
What did he say?
Jackie has to go. It doesn't matter. It was dumb. It doesn't matter.
It was bad. It was stupid.
All right, Henry, what is your book, and will you be using a pseudonym as the author name?
Yes, my pseudonym will be Gay Charles.
That's not right.
But it's Gaye, and it'll be a lady's name. And because it's gay is a lady's name for a woman that is just too much fun to be around.
Seems like you have some anger towards women.
I'm just saying, Gay's her name. Is the woman that I am.
Seems like you're angry at women because of your past romantic situations.
Did he go through a breakup?
No. This is going to be a period drama, where it takes place in the third week of a month every month, right? And Gay Charles, I write as myself as my own thing, right? And the thing is that yes, I have my menses once a month. And so I'm writing it, and it's just like at the time, it's just like it's sort of like a werewolf story, right?
Your moon blood.
Yeah, the moon blood comes, and I get real grumpy. And then what happens is, I think, is am I turn into a werewolf? You know, it happens every month, and I'm just like, ooh, maybe I'm a werewolf. Maybe I'm a werewolf.
Oh, so it's like a choose your own adventure.
Yes, but the thing is that every chapter, it's just like the whole time, it's just like, I feel weak.
Right.
What else? Because what happens is I meet a group of basketball players that played for the LA Lakers during the 80s in New Orleans, and we have a bit of a pass-around party, right? Where I don't, and it's a no oven mitt required type thing, which
What's
means
an oven mitt?
no condoms.
No condoms.
Oh, I thought that was something you grab hot plates.
No. It means no condoms in orgy talk. And I'm having sex with a guy with a hair lip, and he's just like, I'ma slide it in. And she's got fucking Philadelphia fever. She's got AIDS, and the end of it.
That's a big reveal.
Intense, yeah.
That's great.
I
read that last summer.
What?
Dinosaurs?
There's a Triceratops, but it's just a man in a Triceratops costume.
All right.
That's great. Kind of a
Miss
gay garden.
Rosing.
Oh, Jackie,
What
you want to go?
is your first name?
My first name?
It's Julie. Her name is
Julie
Did you forget
Rosing.
Julie? Did you forget
My name's
Ed's
Julie.
girlfriend's
I may
name?
not have.
You remembered her last name.
We've met several
So
times.
many times.
Right.
So many times.
But you did forget Ed's
No,
girlfriend's first
I
name.
remembered her last name is what I did.
Yeah.
What?
Unbelievable. 8 months they've been dating.
Oh, you're such a
8
dick.
months of time.
What
Wow.
is your book for the pleasure of reading?
Okay, so I guess my book's about the pigs that are left over in Ohio.
Yeah,
Okay.
leftover pigs.
Leftover pigs, they like found the woods and they're like trying to find their way out. They end up eating each other. 'cause,
Okay, I like
you
that
know,
twist.
Ooh,
yeah.
it's like
It's one of those things.
alive.
Yeah, alive, but they're
it's
all
alive
dead
with
and they're
pigs.
pigs.
Yeah.
But they're
Well,
lucky
and you know
because
what? That's what we'll call it. Alive with pigs.
Alive
Oh, alive with pigs. Oh, and then if
That's
you're a
the
pig and
title.
you have to eat other pigs, you're always eating good.
Wonderful story you saw the movie of, but with pigs.
Yeah.
Oh, but just so you
And
know,
in the woods.
the name of my book was called A Gay Story.
Like
They
Rose
laughed
Lions,
there,
yeah.
so that you know that was good.
My book was
Fluke's
called
laughing.
Man Makes Money.
Boy makes money.
Boy makes money.
So it's
That's
just-
sequel.
Yeah, Man Makes Money's part 2. Yeah, that's
That's part
You love
2
this
of it.
rabbit movie.
And it'll be a movie, so people actually watch it.
Yeah. Then woman makes money.
hate watching
transition
books.
Story.
Yeah, I hate watching
I
it.
hate when a book is like all these pages and stuff. I gotta sit and I gotta read it. I like it when a book is 4 minutes long and it's got a woman opening her legs and it's a dude having sex with her.
I've read that book, man. It's fucking so
Cool.
Jackie,
Oh, man.
some people say you're a bitch. Some people
No, that's
say
not true.
you're
They
a
don't.
dog.
No, they don't
Some
say that.
people say you
not
have
okay.
shit in your eyes. You can't see the truth.
Everyone else doesn't know you.
Untrue, Jackie. Nobody says that about you. They always say you're
Not-
Jackie.
I've
none
never
of
heard
these
that.
things
Why are
are
you
all these
saying
things are out of the question. The question is not about what everyone calls you. The question,
What do they call her?
Some people say she's a
depends on who you're
toy
talking to.
store for fucking sad men.
You know what I've heard is that Jackie's got a fucking attitude problem.
Interesting. Jackie.
I'm gonna piss all over the table,
Oh my goodness.
and then you're all gonna fucking see.
That is an attitude
Jackie,
problem.
what
like she's wearing a
bookie
ball
are
cap.
you putting
Saucy.
on that ookie
Big
bookie?
hard bone for a wolf in sheep's clothing. My name's gonna be Darquette Flemings. DARQUETTE.
I'm immediately loving that.
So basically, it is about a lone cattle rancher. He's obsessed with bones. He's obsessed with taxidermy. He lives in the middle of Texas. He's out there alone. He's in the middle of fucking nowhere, Texas. And all of a sudden, this beautiful, tall goddess, black, beautiful woman comes up to his door and she says, "My car's out of gas. I just need a little bit of help. Will you let me in?" Now, this is the kind of town, it's not made for just beautiful black women to be walking around. He doesn't feel that way, but it's just not that kind of town. He doesn't see the car, but so she's obviously been walking for a while. So he lets her in, and, you know, he's got all these bones all over the place. He's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, you know, I'm here by myself a lot."
That's just my bones.
You know, and she sees the taxidermy, and the rest of the time she's completely silent. He doesn't really know why. You know,
Why would anyone be bothered by that?
he didn't have any gas, but he could take her to the next town the next day. So he makes her some dinner, and he's like, "Well, I have
relax.
an extra cot. You know, you can sleep on the cot."
Maybe
Still,
have some spaghetti.
she doesn't really talk. And he doesn't know why, and he starts looking at her, and he's just like, you know, she's beautiful. If I could just see her bones, if I could just see inside of her.
All he wants to see.
If I could just
a curious little monkey.
He's just curious. He hasn't been around a woman in so long, and he's just got the cows, and he loves the cows, but it's just.
They're great, but.
So
it's
basically,
not a woman.
Yeah, and it ends up being this
some are women, cows.
Tumultuous, silent days with this woman of just erotic foreplay, and he uses the bones in ways he never thought he would use the bones.
I'm hearing James Taylor. Should I be hearing James
Taylor?
Sure. Okay.
Oh, Mexico.
Yeah.
And then
Adios,
at the end,
Mexico.
he says, I just have to know. He said, where is this car? Where did you come from? Why can't you speak?
You're such a
And
mystery.
she hooves out on the table. Turns out she's a trans mammalian. And she is a cow that has become a woman.
Isn't that fun?
Every time I see your smiling face, I just smile
and they
myself,
live together
'cause
there
I
forever
love
with
you.
silent black woman. She has udders. He didn't understand why.
Fuck, man.
She got out of that town, became a woman, came back to
I've
him.
seen fire and I've seen rain. I hear the earth move.
Oh no, that's two.
It's not James Taylor.
Love that song, though.
I'm out. I gotta go pee.
All right. My
Dark
story
Fleming.
is called Human Centipede, and it's all about the man who wants to pee 100 feet.
You did this.
And it's very, very important. It's a story of a man who finally drinks enough alcohol and liquor and booze and beers and water and whatnot to finally pee 100 feet, and he sets the world record. It's Human Centipede.
Okay.
Chesley?
I wanna hold your hand.
We're gonna save the worst for last, so that's Eddie. Now,
Yeah, that was
Chesley,
probably pretty bad. We have
several
big world.
people on this podcast have passive aggressively accused you of being gay.
No, I didn't do that.
No, directly usually.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, it was
What
pretty
is your
aggressive.
book idea?
Well, why would that be the segue into the book idea?
I just thought it would, to introduce, to remind everyone.
Yeah, who Gay Chesley is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you have a fiance, right? Is it a man?
Oh, we're just banging on the regs. It's a woman, but she's
Yeah, it's just like just a woman hotter than any
Yeah.
of us have ever gotten.
Baby.
Well, she's kind of gay and I'm kind of gay, and we figured it out in the middle. It's fine.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's sweet.
Yeah. She wears the pants. I wear dresses.
Well, it's 2015. Women can wear pants.
Exactly,
That's
and
right,
I can wear
ladies.
dresses, so fuck that shit, right?
Yeah,
do whatever. Who gives a
Take
shit?
them chains off them women's, man.
Yeah. I'm not really that gay, but the book is called A Giant Bag of Dicks, so I don't
Oh.
No, not really. No, it's
I like that.
no, look, the story is though about again we're gonna go back to the animals, the guinea pigs though, and this is after a giant. Well, it's
Bag of
like
dicks.
Mad Max-esque where all the humans have died, but it follows these guinea pigs, and they were trying to get back down to the Incan temples where they were first bred, but it basically the story follows like. This guinea pig, his name is Max. He basically crawls out of Richard Gere's butthole. That's how it starts, all right? And then he finds, love along the way, and it's like a road trip, but it's like this adventure. But it's also supposed to be a commentary on like migration of all the people that have like migrated from south.
Is it like a Watership Down type of thing? Like where it's like the guinea pigs, but it's like super fucking dark and shit?
Wait, no, it's super dark, yeah. But it's supposed to be, it's also like, it's lighthearted in a way that if you don't care about dark shit, it's fine. If you don't mind about decapitations and penis transplants, then if you can laugh at that, then yeah, you'll love it. It'll be fun-hearted beach read. But they get down there and I think the name is going to be War and Queeze. That's what we're going to go.
The question though is that you go down to Inca and they finally make it. Don't they all just get eaten by the fucking hungry Mexicans?
Well, that's the part of it is like the human is supposed to apocalyptic. So what happens is all the humans end up dying out. They all die, and then trying to it's like some sort of weird like cyber attack or an EMP, and everyone's like electricity goes out.
Neutron bomb.
Yeah, they're like everyone's just trying to survive, and the guinea pigs are just getting the fuck out of town.
Cool.
And so they're trying to fight the humans when they need to. They get around them, try to get home without getting eaten.
I wish there was no people.
Yeah.
All right, Eddie, your story?
Mine is
your book is called
Poop.
Me Make Shit.
Well, actually, it's very similar to that. It's called Poop Before Nug.
Okay.
The Ed Larson story.
Right, we've discussed this before.
Yeah, I finally got done writing it.
Yeah.
And basically, it's about how no matter how much you want to smoke weed, take a dump first.
Right.
Why? Because you want to reach the ultimate peace, the ultimate euphoria. No matter how stoned you get, if you don't take that poop, if you don't take that dump, You're gonna be sad.
I hate when I first
You're gonna be
spark it.
stressed out.
Yeah, and I gotta take a shit, and then I go take a shit, and I spend the first 25 minutes on my doob high. It's shitting.
But sometimes you gotta pack up. Sometimes you gotta pack a bowl, and you gotta just sit on that toilet.
But the problem with that book is
that.
it's all written in numbers. Because
I don't know what
letters.
Well,
are
what's
hard.
wrong with that?
Letters are hard.
If you write it in numbers, people can count their way.
I thought
to
it was
the end.
also really unfortunate that you wrote it on all those sheets of fucking prosciutto and then you ate it.
Oh, I mean, it didn't.
He gave his own book 2 tens up, and I don't know what.
2 tens up.
And he just pointed his hands up like this. Come on, me this much.
Me this much. It's about taking that poop before you smoke that nut.
I'm with Kissel. I think a nice poop while you're high is pleasant.
Yeah, it is.
Relaxes the sphincter.
So it's about pooping while you're on nug.
Oh no,
I
have tentacles on my head. Oh, it's just hair.
Oh, Julie made me less stupid.
Yeah.
I can't.
All
I can't
right.
do that.
Your choice for the best summer read.
Before nug, the Ed Larson tale, actually. And it's it's a
Ed,
tale
get back
that you.
in bed. I can't make you less stupid.
It's a tale that you make out of your own ass with your poop.
We are happy that Julie did announce that you were stupid.
Come into the bathroom and fix me.
Julie, I have serious question. Which are feet and which are hands?
No. Take the toilet paper, wipe your ass, get back in bed. It's fine.
In that order this time.
In the middle of the night, I'm like a buffalo lost in a bedroom. And I just tear that place apart.
Oh, yeah.
Just stomping around,
horrible.
snorting.
Yeah, like a deer caught in a van.
Or is when you can't figure out the difference between the kitchen and the bathroom.
Oh, man.
I think it's real bad.
I hate... It's so hard to cook in a toilet.
Yeah. Like I say, it's a perfect for a soup.
If you put a bunch of hot dogs in the shower, they're still hot dogs. But they're just a little dirtier.
It's wet.
That's great.
I'm going with I mean, we need erotica. I'm going with Jackie's, of course. That was a beautiful story.
Human Centipede? I thought that was
A little cowboy riding on the I don't know.
All right, let's end this fucking thing.
It's a miracle. A true blue spectacle. A miracle.
I want to play this video of you sleeping.
Oh, no, I don't want to hear it.
You don't want to hear that?
No, I don't want to hear it.
Okay.
I can't believe the fire on the girl's eyes.
All right. Everyone watch Heroes on NBC this Thursday.
Euros?
Euros.
That's a funny joke there.
This Thursday.
All right. Thanks so much for listening. Thank you so much for being here, Julie.
Oh, thanks.
Unbelievable.
Yeah,
Chesley,
Yeah,
thank you so
thanks
much.
for having me. I love you guys.
That is, find us on Twitter at RT of Gentlemen, and that's Henry Zebrowski. Henry loves you. And thank you, Henry. Eddie Tunes. Jack
Download the uncensored version of Jeff Ross Roast Criminals live at Brazos County Jail on iTunes. Pretty please. Enjoy it, man. If you don't have cable, it's fucking worth a watch. Show it to your friends.
I'd ask you to listen to Olden Talks for 30 minutes. You already been listening to it.
Yeah.
People are sad about and upset about what you do on that.
Legitimately, people are upset and mad of what you made.
Yeah.
And I listened to both. And you know what? I'm incredibly sorry that I did.
And go buy our album, The Cowmen.
The Cowmen album.
The Cowmen by The Cowmen. Yes, go buy thecowmen.bandcamp.com.
I would like to play Eddie sleeping.
No.
Also, the Rolling Stones have a couple of deep cuts.
Come on,
They're
it's
pretty
so good.
I love the Rolling Stones. It's a new band.
They're not new.
What?
Good night, everybody.